Back from the dead.
Hey guys, Frozen Nexus here, and today I want to talk about Derek Savage and his shady business practices. And I know I'm a little late to this whole show on everything, but there's been more information and more people coming out and saying that he's done really shady shit in the past, and, well, not even too long ago. Well, let's start with a quick recap of what happened. Derek Savage releases a movie called Cool Cat Saves the Kids. It's, a pretty bad movie, but it's marketed towards kids, so they wouldn't notice the difference anyway. And a pretty big YouTuber, about 300,000 subscribers, probably a little more. He has about 380 now, but at the time it was around 300,000. Uploads a video, and if you know who I'm talking about, it's yourmoviesucks.org, or Adam, who I'll be referring to as just Adam for the rest of the video. And the video becomes his most watched video on his entire channel, and it's even funny enough that Cool Cat Saves the Kids becomes an ironic cult film. People start buying the shirts to be ironic and things like that. Not too long after, I think probably even less than a week afterwards, another big YouTuber who's actually about twice the size of yourmoviesucks.org, named I Hate Everything, who, by the way, has been fucked over so many times in the past. Like, Jesus Christ, the copyright system is really out to get I Hate Everything. Regardless, he uploads a very similar video, and, of course, it gets copyright stricken. Now, there's a lot of speculation behind this, and honestly, the way I see it is Derek Savage knew for a fact that he was in the wrong in the situation. He copyright struck that video to pull more attention for his movie, to get more people to be looking into the Cool Cat situation, and he probably just thought, oh, negative publicity can't be that bad. And the reason I say this is because not only did Derek Savage copyright the video, and I'm going to say right now, this is speculation, or else I can be accused for slander. So speculation, opinion, so yeah, not slander. He then, well, I can't really say he then, but he more or less, possibly sent a email from a fake lawyer or fake lawyer law firm, but it was from an @yahoo.com email address. The reason I say that I think this is Derek Savage, and I say and put emphasis on I think this is Derek Savage, I can't prove this is him in any way, is because who the hell would try and fake a lawyer into intimidating a YouTuber into taking down their video and posting an apology, other than the guy that he's currently in a copyright strike battle with? Because this was not a real law firm. The law firm doesn't exist. The people he mentioned do not exist. And it came from a Yahoo email address. And, of course, Derek Savage uses a Yahoo email address, but that's not evidence in the slightest. But moving on, there's another YouTuber named the Odd1sOut. He makes comics. I found him from watching Domics a while back when he was around 150,000 subscribers. He's at about 230,000 as of recently. I don't know what his exact number is, but he then submitted a picture for I believe it's Birdie Loves Jesus. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that, but it's not very important. He submitted a sketch for the cover of it as, I think he did it as a joke to begin with, but then Derek Savage actually clicked on it and said, wow, I really like this. Do you think you could make one with the Jesus in the background as well? And long story short, James from I'm just going to refer to him as James, is the first name of the guy from Odd1sOut's comic. James and Derek then go through this long email chain of Derek saying, okay, I want you to do this, and you change this about this, and I'll pay you $10, but not because, to be paid, but that way you can actually say that, oh, I was paid to publish or create, I don't know what the correct word for the term is, I'm not a artist by any means. He said that, oh, I'll pay you just so you can write on your resume that you were paid to publish or create the cover for a popular child's book, which I agree, that would extremely help out someone's comic career. That'd probably even, if they were ever in a situation where they could be landing a possible comic deal, that would probably really be a deciding factor if they've ever received paid work from a major corporation before, because a lot of people don't want to just take risks on people. They want to know that other corporations or other big people have worked with this person and that they're a good person to work with. So, not too long after, Derek Savage pretty much just stops replying to the emails, and then uh, James sends him another email saying that, hey, here's my comic page. He says in a video that James posted that he didn't want to alert Derek Savage to his YouTube channel because he made a video about Cool Cat, which shows Cool Cat in a negative light, and knowing how Derek Savage reacts to that kind of thing, he didn't really want to participate in pissing off him anymore. Regardless, let's just fast forward a little bit, and Derek Savage does end up finding his YouTube channel. Now, I'm going to make the argument that he knew very well who Odd1sOut was before this happened. He went through and copyright struck a lot of small YouTubers who reviewed Cool Cat. I wouldn't be surprised if he could go through and tell you everyone that's ever made a video of Cool Cat and whether or not it was positive or negative and things like that. So he proceeds to tell James that if he wants to make the cover for his book, he has to remove those two videos. Well, James, being the OG that he is, says no. And, of course, he doesn't get the book deal. The whole reason I'm telling you this story is because I believe that Derek Savage, and again, I think, speculation, knew the whole time what he was doing. He didn't care who drew the cover of his book, as long as it was a decent comic, but he thought, maybe I can get a free cover for my book, as well as getting another one of these shitty YouTube videos taken down. And thankfully, James is not just all about the money and the fame. He actually stuck to his guns and said, I'm not taking down the video, which, if you want, go check out Odd1sOut's channel. I'll put a link in the description. He really deserves some love. People like that are really, really what we need in the YouTube copyright system. I mean, the just amount of garbage that is just going around with the YouTube copyright system and just people selling out to avoid copyright strikes and doing this, that, and the other thing is absurd, and you just can't let these people who are copyright striking videos win. It's just going to make the situation worse. So, the whole reason for this video is I just want to highlight that even if you think Cool Cat is an ironic cult film and you think it's funny and that you can just, oh, I should buy it, it'll be something funny to put on with my drunk friends, don't. Because every dollar you spend on yourmoviesucks.org, I'm sorry, I love Adam from yourmoviesucks.org. Sorry if I didn't mention that before. I'm not trying to shade him in negative light at all. But if you are supporting Derek and people who practice these terrible, shady business practices, they're just going to keep doing it. And the more they keep doing it, the more the problem is just going to be apparent. And as you know, people like I Hate Everyone really are the ones that get the shit end of the stick. People who make really, really far end of the spectrum, I hate this reviews. And that's not how the internet works. Anyone can publicly post their opinion. And Derek Savage took down these videos knowing fair well that it was fair use. And you can make the argument, oh, well, he probably didn't think it was fair use. Well, go watch his original video where he talks about these videos not being fair use. He did think he can argue all he wants that he didn't think they were fair use, but the one line that stuck out in that video that I agree with is, ignorance of the law does not make you innocent or is not an excuse. Well, guess what? It's illegal to copyright strike a video that's fair use. Just because you thought it was fair use doesn't mean it's okay that you did it. And it doesn't make it any better that you released a lackluster apology to I Hate Everyone. The real issue here, it comes from the fact that he doesn't care. He's going to make money off of Cool Cat whether or not he's hated. People are still going to think it's funny, an ironic cult film, and all this attention only drew more people to it. And otherwise, he doesn't care. He copyright struck a YouTuber who does this as a full-time job. It's like if for whatever reason Derek was able to get you to be suspended from your job for a week without pay. That would significantly impact a lot of people, especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck. But in the meantime, he'll be making a fucking killing. Which, things like this just is the reason YouTube is going to shit. And people don't seem to care. Okay, people just keep buying the cool cat and the t-shirts thinking, yeah, this is so funny. I'm being ironic. Well, the real irony is that you're supporting a fucking false copyright flagger, which, by the way, is a felony. So, the only irony in Cool Cat is that you're supporting a felon whose defense is, I thought it was fair use. And even if you don't believe me that he thought it was fair use, let's just look at other things. Do you really think he would message Odd1sOut comic without a fucking agenda? Really? Do you think he didn't have someone already working on the cover? Do you not think that he could get it from 1,000 other people? No. He gets it from another guy that has a shitty review of his movie, and then the only thing he wants in return to use the cover is for that guy to take it off of his channel. Are you kidding me? If you don't think that he had that agenda the entire time, then you're just blind to the fact that Derek Savage is a piece of shit. And all these videos that he's uploaded, well, he hasn't really uploaded any videos. The apology video he made was just absurd. He's basically like, yeah, I hate everyone was right. It's like, well, no shit, he was right. We all knew he was right. What we want is for you to apologize, say, go subscribe or go check out his channel, and give him support. Give him the money that he lost in that period of time. Because technically, and I know this for a fact, I Hate Everyone is well within his rights to sue Derek Savage for the money that he lost within that period of time where he could not upload videos, post videos, or make revenue off of the Cool Cats video. And most people do not have the resources to sue a person, especially one who works for a child. Well, I don't think he works for a company or anything. He just produces child books on his own, but he more than likely has spoken to attorneys and knows his way around the court. Well, the only thing I have to say to that, and the reason that I'm just pulling all this information out, is because there are 3 people in my family who are all lawyers. 2 of them are copyright lawyers, and one of them is almost 68 and has been doing his job for almost 42 years. So, Derek Savage, if you copyright strike this video, I'll sue you. Not because I'll get a lot of money off of it, but because I will become famous as the guy that beat Derek Savage in a fucking lawsuit. So, this video is not slander. As said several times, this is speculation. I have no proof to support my theories, but regardless, I think everyone needs to be aware of the shady business practices that he has done in the past, even the ones that are provable, like the false copyright striking, because you can't argue that's slander. That's true. You falsely copyrighted a video. You know it. You posted a video saying that you know you did it. I have that video downloaded, which would be Exhibit A in court. Regardless, I hope you guys had a great time watching this video. I hope this really changes your mind if you're thinking about buying a Cool Cat shirt or movie as an ironic gift, or just irony to be funny. Don't support people who practice this kind of shit. You're only making the problem worse. And if you want the YouTube copyright system to get better, we need to not try and change the YouTube copyright system, but just actually get rid of the fucking idiots who think that they can just abuse it, get away with it, and that no one will ever sue them in return. Because, well, I don't really have much to lose. My summer break's coming up. Go ahead and say I copyright strike this video. I'm not even going to email you, make contact with you. I'll just have a lawyer go over and send you a subpoena, and, well, then it'll just go from there. So, good luck with that, Derek Savage, and I just want to leave you with, fuck you.
Back from the dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all invited to go fucking mental on this motherfucking drop. The countdown has just begun.
dead.